All right, Shalom. Before we start, we're going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakwadash. Give honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect to Akim, Akwath, learning and teaching in truth and sincerity under the video through the Spirit. This is your brother Malak from GMS Detroit. Next to me, you can't see him, but I got the brother Kazak as well. Shalom. And we're doing this lesson. Some of the old clips of Katrina had been popping up. I've just been collecting them. How when Hurricane Katrina happened in Louisiana, you had much of the so-called white population in that city, New Orleans, right? Edomites. They took it as an opportunity to kill, to murder so-called black people. And in today's time, and whenever calamities happen, natural disasters happen, white people are prone to do this. They band up, they gather up, and they use it as an excuse to kill Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They'll be standing out there with guns and whatnot. And this is something that, we tell people happens, and they say, oh, we're lying, we're crazy, we're always trying to. Well, when you have documented footage like this, we're not crazy. Yes, when Hurricane Katrina happened, the black people were being put in groups, were being, and I grew up down south. I grew up in Texas. When this storm happened, I was still I was in kindergarten going into first grade. And I remember, I was in about second grade, about to be making my way to third. I remember when this happened because we had a whole flock of kids move, transfer to our school. People that got displaced from that storm went in every direction, and one of the states was Texas. And they would tell us some of the horror stories. Now, this is back in what? When did Katrina hit? 05? 04, 05? No one's believing them. Oh, the government wouldn't do that. People wouldn't do that. Nobody would. Oh, people wouldn't be just shooting and killing you like that. And then you have all this footage that proves otherwise. And these clips are old. They've been floating around for a minute. So if they did this back then, y'all, they're going to do it again today. When society collapses, when there's no more law, when there's no more order, the nationalities band together with their own people and go to war with one another. It happened. It happens constantly whenever shit like this happens, and it's going to happen again when America begins to fall. So I'm going to let this first clip play.
We didn't have no food, we don't have nothing here. Our children been out here for, if we care, our children been out here for days. They don't have nothing to eat, we don't have no. We didn't have no food, we don't have nothing here. We didn't have no food, we don't have nothing here. Our children been out here for, if we care, our children been out here for days. They don't have nothing to eat, we don't have no cold water. Come back and get nothing out of. We got babies that's hungry.
Send people to get the folks out of here, folks.
We hungry, we starving, we need help. I'm not pushing out, we need medical attention. They got old people that's sick. They got people
I felt neglected. I felt like the city that we masked in all these years and paraded in with the second lines and, worked in and built these raggedy houses and, that they just let us down. Like, at this time, to them, it was like we wasn't even human no more.
So that's one clip. I got two more to play. All right. Now we know our people are cursed, right? Niggas is dumb and stupid out their minds, but we're being treated like cattle, literally. And another thing, the stadiums that FEMA directed Negroes to, the people were in there being starved out. There were reports of women being raped, right? Edom was killing you if you got too close to the suburbs, and then if you decided to go to the stadiums directed by the government, you were being raped and killed and starved. So that whenever society has an issue like this, Esau uses it as an excuse to massacre you Israelites. It's gonna return. You got a precept?
Yeah.
What you got?
Grab this real quick. This first Ezra chapter 4. The Edomites are known for stuff like this. This is first Ezra chapter 4, and I start at verse.
Speak up.
Okay. This is first Ezra chapter 4, and I start at verse 44. And to send away all vessels that were taken.
We're not gonna use that.
No.
Not for this. That's first Esdras 4, right?
Yeah.
No.
I got second Esdras too.
Second Esdras what?
15.
We'll get that one.
Okay. So this is second Esdras chapter 15. Wait.
I got it.
Okay. This is second Esdras chapter 15. Then I start at verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Good. So that's the race riot scripture, one of them. You have other ones in Isaiah 2. One people shall stand up and fight against one another for swords in their hands. And this when drastic times of calamities occur, a famine, a storm, some sort of event that causes society not to work regularly. If you remember the Great American Blackout, that happened some decades back, right? Power was out. Out here in Detroit. I want to say, how long was that shit? 4 days, right? The day 2, right? Then, food starting to, motherfuckers outside grilling. They're starting to cook their food. It's not that big of a deal yet, but by day 4, people start looking at each other sideways, ready to do things to each other. Let me get this out of Isaiah. No, I got it. Isaiah. Broken reed. Give me 1 second, y'all. Our people in that situation, they trusted in Esau, Edom, and they found themselves getting fucked over. And it's going to be the same thing today. When these calamities happen, when the finances collapse, when there's no more work, when Esau is telling people, where to go, we're going to protect you. They're going to, you niggas are going to fall horribly. You're going to be tricked into your doom. Isaiah 36:6, it says, Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, wherein if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. Our people have a nasty habit of trusting in their oppressor. And we see here in this time, it's being told to them literally and spiritually in today's time. Once again, if you trust in Egypt, the house of bondage, it's going to be like leaning up against your own death. Imagine, an older person, he's using a cane to walk. The cane snaps in half and pierces him. All those Israelites who ran to them stadiums found themselves getting done just as bad as they were when they were out there on the street, getting killed by, their former neighbors and just local Edomites. All right, I'm gonna play another clip. All right, so this is the next one.
Shoot. You put him down. Now, we didn't try to shoot and kill.
This is gonna be the Edomites bragging about the killings that they were doing.
Okay. You killed the number of how many you killed roughly? Can't answer. Answer. Yeah, I hear you. He doesn't answer. They chose to die. They tried to commit suicide. Vigilantes, you see him. How they patrol around here in trucks. 4-ton truck. Driver and a passenger. And then two in the back. With long guns.
remember there was one older guy, he was giving his testimony how he was running with his cousin. They were getting shot at by Edomites, and the Edomite, he shot his cousin in the back, killed him on the spot, and he had to keep running. It was open season, like the guy said. The chick, she said it was like pheasant season in South Dakota. Talking about birds, as if they were hunting birds, is how they were hunting down black people. There was a shoot to kill curfew from dusk to dawn, from nightfall to sunrise. So you can imagine, like he said, they were rolling around in their trucks with long guns. Why? Because of that ancient hatred. And when the rules of society are unbound, Esau shows that hatred. Our people, because of today's technologies and conveniences, they've forgotten who their enemy is. But when this society as you know it collapses, the devil is going to come remind them. You're going to have murder on the sidewalk, death in the street, all right? People getting shot down, stabbed, all that good stuff. You got another one?
Yeah, I got two real quick. To land back off the point, Jake gonna have a rude awakening when they trust in Egypt. This is Isaiah chapter 30, and I start at verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not with my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
So, our people trust in America, in Babylon, in today's time. And that very same system that they trust in is going to be the ones killing them. Let me just keep going till verse 3.
Okay, this is verse 2. That walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
Good. That was verse 3?
Yeah, that was verse 2.
Okay, read 3.
Verse 3. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. That's
right. So our people that trust in this system, they're going to find themselves dead and destroyed. What was your other one?
Ezekiel 35 and 5.
Okay, get that one.
This is Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by force of the sword, in that time of their calamity, the time that their iniquity had an end.
So Esau, Edom, has had a perpetual hatred against us. And when the Heavenly Father has allowed him to punish us, but he's always taken it overboard. And at every opportunity he can, he will try to kill us, lie still on us, slander us. And the next upcoming calamity will be no different. He's going to do the same, y'all. When this bubble bursts, the devil will show his true colors, whether they be neighbors, former friends, former associates. They're going to, especially now, right? You have the black fatigue going on. These Edomites are, as they say, chomping at the fat, right? On the hills, they're waiting to purge the Israelites, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because they believe we're the issue with society. They're gonna, when there's no more laws, there's no more police, you best believe they're gonna be out here killing Jake. As a matter of fact, 2nd Esdras 16. And I'll play the next clip after this. 2nd Esdras 16. Not only with the elites are focused on us, the hopeful elect, but the lesser ones, the peons, they're just going to be trying to kill anybody darker than a brown paper bag. 2nd Esdras 16, even though our people in the world, they're still going to be up for grabs too. 2nd Esdras 16, I'm going to start at verse 70. It says, For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. All right, now we know the elect are chiefly those that fear Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai. Our people in general, the Israelites, were a spiritual people. So Esau is going to be gunning for all of us. They're going to be killing all of us. All right, not just Israelites who know that they're Israelites. They're going to be gunning for everybody that is not one of theirs. It says, verse 72, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of the houses. Running into the house, rifling is the term, right? You have the term assault rifle. To rifle is it's a synonym for rape, to take violently, to run in and to take things by way of force. They're rifling houses, running in with guns, killing, right? Taking out babies, raping the women, killing the men. This is what they do. They pull up, the big Ford trucks, big Ram trucks, whatever, 10 deep. And it's not going to be a game anymore. Where's it at? And shall they know who are my chosen? Oh, yep, the next verse. So as all these things are going on, y'all, how are you going to know who the Lord is dealing with and protecting? Verse 73. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. So as all this is going on, y'all, the elect are going to be saved out of it. Some of the elect are going to be sacrificed as a testimony, right? Beheaded for this truth, for not taking the mark. The rest of them are going to be getting delivered out of miraculous situations. Martial law troopers, military, and just regular Edomite civilians that want to kill you. That's a lot to deal with. It's going to take miracles to be delivered out of these situations, and that's what the elect are going to receive. So we get the next clip. That'll be it. All right.
You ready for this? You think this is one of the scariest things that you've ever had to do in your life? I can honestly say, yeah, it is. When we get to the bridge, it's gonna be fucking scary. Yeah, we're gonna be crossing the Crescent City connection. Yeah, there's everybody who's stuck on this side of the river without transportation is in the area that we're going to right now. And walking desperate, walking without food or water. Haven't eaten in a few days, haven't drank in a few days. So it's going to be a pretty desperate situation when we get there. And I can honestly say I have no qualms about shooting anybody. It's just that much lawless.
These are firefighters. He said he has no qualm shooting anybody. Well, who you going to shoot? If you're going to rescue people, what you talking about? You don't got no problem shooting nobody. They're coming to kill you. Those, if you pick up that phone and dial for help in that day, either you're not going to get no answer, or the people that show up to help are showing up to do something the direct opposite of help.
That's right, man. They'll have no mercy for us. No, we have no fear. We shoot first and not allow first to ask questions. Right. Just shoot.
Those are paramedics saying they shooting first and asking questions later. Who do you think they're who do you think they're going to help? Do you think they're coming to help your black ass? No. They're going to help their own people across that bridge, because apparently there was I don't know the name of the bridge. Any one of you brothers from Louisiana, from New Orleans, you probably know it. But apparently there was a no man's land, like back in trench warfare and World War I. If you stepped out of the trenches into no man's land, you were dead as a doorknob. Apparently there was a bridge that, as if you were a nigga, you just knew not to go past. Otherwise, you're getting your head blown off. So they're going to help their people, and if they see any one of you starving niggas, they're going to shoot you on sight. As he said, shoot first, ask questions later. This is the spirit that they come in. This is how they get down. This is how they're going to do.
Put them down. We didn't try to shoot and kill.
Oh, okay.
You killed a number of them.
How many did you kill roughly?
Cats. No. Cats. Massive.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's massive.
He killed so many he don't even know.
They chose to die. They chose to commit suicide. How do you know they're vigilant?
So if you cross that bridge, you were essentially they was gonna kill. That was a understood rule. If you cross that bridge, you were dead meat. And the thing, if I understand it correctly, to get out of the city, essentially you had to cross that bridge. That's why the Edomites were holding it as a choke point. They were bottlenecking Jacob. If you wanted to try to get away from that flooding, you had to go through that bridge. And the way that a lot of hoods are set up, all you have to do is blow a certain amount of bridges and you're stuck in the hood. Or like, we'll take downtown Detroit. If you blow 94, blow 96, blow 10, blow Gratiot, and blow Jefferson, you're stuck. You're stuck. And most metropolitan areas have a system set up like that. There's limited ways to get in and limited ways to get out. And if you cut off those access points, if you're inside, you're stuck. If you're outside, you're stuck. So they kept Jake trapped in. If the flooding and the starvation wasn't killing you, the Edomites was gonna kill you.
Now let's just see them. How they patrol around here in trucks, full-tug trucks, driver and a passenger, and then two in the back with long guns, and nobody's telling them anything. There was no police, no army, and no National Guard, nobody. Then they put in a shoot-to-kill curfew. Dust the dawn, shoot to kill, but there's nobody left. Young blacks being killed in this community. When you hear the gunfire, it's not something I'm just making up. It's out there. It was great. I gotta go. It's like pheasant season in South Dakota. I gotta go. If it moves, get out. How are we going to get out?
We did high and water.
Here you go. This is that bridge. You see some of them stuck on that bridge.
Glad we did. How long you been working? These 3 hours.
They weren't gonna go in those doggone neighborhoods. They weren't gonna impact those neighborhoods. Those people were looking to escape, and they cut off the last available exit route.
Yep, like he said, Jake. And then this reminds me, if y'all remember, when we were coming out of Egypt. Matter of fact, get that out of Numbers 20. Who was the first people to come up against us? Go to Numbers 20. It's around 20. Probably started 18. When we were fleeing out of Egypt, who did we ask if we could cut through their land? What did Moses say? We not gonna drink none. We not gonna eat none. If any of my people take anything, I'm gonna pay it back. Right? It's that same spirit. We had to pass. Them Jakes had to pass through that bridge to get out of that horrible area. And who blocked them off and kept them in? The Edomites. Why? So they could kill them. It's the same thing. It's that same spirit, y'all. They said, man, we not gonna do nothing. We just trying to get up out of here. And Esau said no. He said it back then. He said it today, and he's gonna say it again when Jacob's trouble kicks off.
My people. I got 2 grandchildren, a nephew, another nephew right now. We got trying to get the old folks out. If I stay up here, I'ma die. If I go that fucking way and they shoot me now, I'ma die. So I'ma die any fucking way. You gonna tax me anyway. Whenever it takes for me to get mine out here, I'm getting the fuck out here. I wouldn't give a fuck. I gotta go.
Alright, so we're going to go to Numbers 20. This will be about it. So, where are you going to start from?
Really 17 through 21.
Okay. Here's a second. Okay. Read loud.
Alright, this is Numbers chapter 20 and verse 17. Let us pass, I pray thee.
So this is Moses speaking to the Edomites.
Through thy country, we will not pass through the fields or through the vineyards. Neither will we drink of the water of the wells. We will go by the king's highway. We will not turn to the right nor to the left until we have passed thy borders. And Edom said unto him, Thou shalt not pass by me, lest I come out against thee with the sword. And the children of Israel said unto him, We will go by the highway, and if I and my cattle drink of thy water, then I will pay for it. I will only, without doing anything else, go through on my feet. And he said, Thou shalt not go through. And Edom came against him with much people and with a strong hand. Verse 21. Thus Edom refused to give Israel passage through his border, wherefore Israel turned away from him.
Right. So literally, y'all, this is a similar situation. We see the Israelites down bad, right? We were just freshly out of Egypt. We were just traveling. Moses said, we ain't gonna touch nothing, and if any, we not gonna eat or drink anything, and if anyone does, I'm gonna pay you back. And what did the Edomites say? No, and had to flee. And also, when you read, reading the first 5 books of Torah, the first nation to come attack us after our exodus was the Edomites, specifically Amalek, and they attacked us at the rear with the old, the young, and the women. And so this is how these people get down. This is biblical. That's the spirit that's on them. They like to attack us at our weakest and at our lowest points and our times of desperation. So this are people who are still asleep, who trust in their oppressor and are woefully ignorant. They're going to get their wake-up call, with 7.62s and 5.56s flying at them. So we should know better. So that's it, y'all. We're going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakorash, the wonders to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim, Wa'akwath, learning, teaching, in truth and sincerity. Shalom.